today I'm going to be talking all about why I decided to grow a team and why I chose to leave the solopreneur lifestyle behind for good. So I've actually been running my business now for 3.5 years, and I've had a team for like 3 years of that time. I actually hired my first virtual assistant only a couple of months after I started my business, but to me, it felt like forever. When I first started my business, I thought that I knew it all. I thought that I could do it all. I had never had any experience leading or delegating. I don't even think that I'd ever taken the lead in like a group project before. Like, I had no experience. Never mind like hired somebody, paid somebody, fed their family. Like, it was a brand new experience for me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it was actually kind of scary. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Like, even like when I initially did it, there was so much that I didn't know, so much that I didn't even know that I didn't know. Like, it was a lot, but I still took that leap and I went forward with it. And even after I figured out like everything that I didn't even know, like, I still kept going with it, and I'm so glad that I did. So at the point when I originally first decided to grow my team, I was making 4 figures. I was making like $1,000-ish a month in revenue. And I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to continue on this path and like keep growing, making even more revenue, because I had such big goals and dreams for myself. I couldn't do that anymore without hiring somebody, like without getting help, because I was so overwhelmed. And I had no problem getting clients. You guys have probably seen I have like a lot of blog posts on my site on how to get clients. I have a challenge on how to get clients. I really, like, that was my area of expertise. I had no problem getting clients. But the problem was what to do with all of these clients once I actually had them. I had so much work coming in from all of these clients, and I had all of these balls in the air. I was working literally like 18-hour days, and I was about to like have a crazy panic attack, explode in a ball of tears. I was done. I grew my team out of sheer desperation. I decided to actually hire my husband. He was like my very first team member to help me out with stuff, because I wanted to hire a VA, but my husband's really frugal, so he was like, I'll help you. Like, I'll help you for free. I'll be your like free VA. He was in grad school at the time, and he had a part-time job, but he didn't mind spending like a couple of extra hours a week helping me. He basically just sorted my email, and that was like just a big weight off my shoulders. But I quickly realized that Brian, he was a big help with managing my inbox, but there wasn't like a whole lot else that he could do at the time. I was pretty new to the online business world, but even though I was new, I had a certain way that I wanted things done. And he had zero experience with anything related to the services that I was providing. He could help me answer emails, but he couldn't really like design a graphic or write a social media post. So a few weeks later, I decided, that was helpful, but I really needed even more than that. So I hired my very first VA. And funnily enough, my first VA actually went on to have like this amazingly successful career, like even more successful than I have been. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of her, but her name is Sabrina Phillip, and she actually has a 7-figure coaching business, and she lives in Bali. She has like these crazy expensive retreats that she runs, and it's crazy just looking back to where like she was when I hired her and where she is now, and it's kind of awesome. So I was growing my team, and now it was up to a grand total of 3 people, and finally it was just like this huge relief, like a big weight off of my shoulders. It was still a big transition though, like figuring out how to delegate, letting go of this like control freak mindset that I had, that I was the only one who could do anything. It was really hard. And it was even harder because I didn't have anybody to talk to about it. Like, nobody really understood what I was going through, and I didn't have any sort of like roadmap on how to do this. I was just, flying by the seat of my pants. None of my biz besties had a team, and it seemed like something I sort of stumbled into. Like, I decided to hire a team, and everybody else was like, what are you doing? It was this totally new way of running a business, and really nobody else knew what I was going through. Now, a few years later, it's definitely become more of a thing to like have a team and have multiple people on your team. But I still see a lot of my students who are scared to transition out of that solopreneur lifestyle and into a more like bigger leadership position. But I really do think that all business owners have a leader somewhere inside of them. Like, we're all leaders. It's just a part of having this like entrepreneurial spirit. We love helping others as entrepreneurs, and many of us are born teachers. And this lends itself quite well into becoming like a boss in your business, growing your team, and transitioning more into that like leadership, managerial role. And plus, when you do make that transition, you have a ton more free time to work on the things that you really love, that are in your zone of genius in your business, while these other people that you've hired can step into their zone of genius and take care of the things that are not your favorite. Like, for me, this is anything relating to math. I'm really bad at math, so hiring a bookkeeper was like one of the first things that I decided to do in my business to help me take some of the load off. And all around, I just want to say that while growing my team was difficult, and it was a big transition, and I had a lot to learn, it has been incredibly rewarding. My team is probably my favorite part about having a business. Having this team, it's almost like this little family, this little community that I can lean on and rely on. They support me and I support them, and together we're running my business and helping the clients that I love to serve. Having a team is hard, but it's incredible, and I really, truly, highly recommend it. So if you are sitting here on the fence about whether or not having a team is right for you, I want you to really think about all of the things that you could accomplish if you had that support system within your business, if you had those people that you could lean on and delegate to. It's so freeing. It's such a relief. It's such a weight off your shoulders. If you feel like that's something that you want, then I really want to help you make that first step into transitioning into having a team, because it is a big transition, and I don't want you to have to go it alone or do it without any sort of roadmap. So I'm actually going to be running a challenge about how to get your business systemized and ready to scale and build a team starting on June 17th. So I'm going to leave the link in this video description once it's been published. So please stick around once I edit that so you can go ahead and click, or you can just go to systemizeandscale.co/challenge to sign up right now. It's going to be a live 5-day challenge from June 17th to June 21st. And we're going to be ending off with like this amazing epic webinar that I'm doing. I'm so excited about this challenge. I actually ran it 6 months ago, and it was like the most incredible thing ever. Everybody loved this challenge, so now I'm bringing it back again. We're going to be doing it even bigger and even better. So if you haven't done this challenge before, you definitely want to sign up if you're thinking about growing your team, because we are going to be talking all about the steps that you can do to accomplish that. And if you signed up for the challenge last time, like, still you can do it again, because it's awesome no matter where you are in your business. Maybe you didn't like participate on all 5 days, so definitely make sure to sign up. And I'm super excited to come back in a couple of weeks so that we can run this challenge and all scale and systemize and build our teams together. So yay! Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I'm so excited to help support you as you build your team.